Hi, welcome to this week's Soap Scoop, home to all the killer storylines from the nation's favourite soaps for the week of February the 23rd. I'm Toby Earle. We're up north first in Weatherfield, where the beer's still warm, the last remaining knicker factory in the UK is still operating, and Ken Barlow is still a sexual force of nature. Watch out, Martha. Don't you know this man's history? But let's turn our attention to Tina McIntyre, currently lying to the police for her boyfriend David. Well, she's getting terrible guilt, as the Windass family keep up the pressure on her to change her statement and admit son Gary didn't start the fight. Now Len targets Joe McIntyre, offering him a major work deal if he persuades his daughter to back down. Nearly bankrupt, Joe adds the weight on Tina's back by telling her it's the right thing to do, to admit notorious troublemaker David started the ruck. And after David flies off the handle again, she does a runner. Trouble is, David thinks the Windasses are behind the disappearance, while Joe knows exactly why she's high-heeled out of town. What a mess! And things aren't much simpler for Lucas and EastEnders. Not when his wife, Trina, turns up asking for him to give their marriage another go. Lucas, how are you going to break that one to your fiancée Denise? Patrick, meanwhile, learns the truth about Lucas's marital status and threatens to tell Denise if he doesn't come clean himself. But then an old news clipping falls into Lucas's hands. It seems he might have just the thing to keep Patrick stum. It's hard to believe Ian Bill turns 40 this week. Why? He didn't look a day over 50. It's the cue for a lot of navel gazing from the meanest man in Walford. And when he thinks no one cares about his big milestone, Ian does what anyone in a midlife crisis does. Gets a tattoo down under. Question is, will the Queen Vic now have a Prince Albert to accompany her in the square? Things get even wilder. Jane decides to do something special for him and learns a dance you're unlikely to see on Strictly Come Dancing. Calvin's crime wave comes back to haunt him in Hollyoaks. The bent copper's about to come face to face, literally, with a ghost from the past. Calvin and Warren are up to here in stolen laptops, and when he hears Carmel's about to go on her first raid, and it's on the loft, he has a mighty panic. Luckily, Warren's removed the laptops, although when Carmel retrieves the CCTV footage, they're still in a load of trouble. Calvin steals a DVD from a bag, landing her in big trouble with Mark. So Warren suggests that he gets her away from their problems and loans him his flash motor. It's all going so nicely until he turns on his headlights outside a country pub car park and sees Nige in his headlight beam. Calvin falls apart and admits everything to Carmel. When she realises their whole relationship is built on deceit, she tells him she will never trust him again. There's an unlikely gun drama in Emmerdale after Eli and Marlon pressurise Debbie to reveal where Jasmine's hiding. She honestly doesn't know. But when she says she heard Sandy in the background, it's not long before the Dingles have discovered he's in Scotland and are hot on his trail. They track Sandy to a bedsit and, wouldn't you know it, Jasmine's there. But just as they're persuading her to return, Sandy bursts in with a gun and a shot is fired. Is anyone hurt? Does Jasmine return? How will the Dingles rescue Debbie? All these questions and more will be answered in next week's Soap Scoop, so keep clicking on whatsontv.co.uk.